In these clips, you'll meet some Navajo students who are learning math in a way that connects to their culture and the world around them. Even though they may be learning to solve some math problems, math has always been evident in the Navajo culture. For example, when Navajo people design blankets, build homes called hogans, or make pottery, they use shapes, patterns, and numbers, all important parts of math. Get ready to see how math can be creative, useful, and a regular part of who we are. How does math help people create patterns and designs?
I know they're busing in kids from different parts of the local region, from many farms, Round Rock, Chinle, Fort Defiance, Navajo Pine. And that means a lot because these kids are at home. And it tells them that, hey, you don't have to go somewhere to be important. You're totally important where you're at. And so I've seen this interweaving of not only the math portion, but the math portion directly coming and stemming from who we are as Navajo people.
Math circles are a way to involve professional mathematicians with students and teachers at all grade levels. So it's an opportunity for mathematicians to reach out and get involved and share their enthusiasm for mathematics.
What I liked about this math camp was it didn't only teach math, it also helped me stay closer to home because I only live 30, 40 miles away from here.
The Native American community is severely underrepresented in the mathematical sciences and STEM in general. The diversity of ideas and people are coming from a very different place can bring new ideas into mathematics, and mathematics can help enrich the community.
The majority folks in this country have not viewed us as being part of the folks who contribute to the mathematical enterprise. That's certainly it. But you know, we also have not viewed ourselves as being part of the mathematical enterprise, and we're working on that problem. We can, in some sense, blame other people for excluding us, but it's also the case that, for whatever reason, we have not viewed this as something that we do.
We added 20 plus 12, which is the faces plus the vertices, because when you cut off, how you make it is you cut off the vertices of the icosahedron, n times n minus 1, and then that's 1,440. That's all.
I got interested in math when I was very young because I started liking new stuff about it. Bonding with other people, it's better to communicate with others so you can work out something easier. I would want to live here, but at the same time, as I'm growing up, I have to go to college, which is like away from home, and then I have to get a job. There's like no jobs out here, so I probably have to go outside of the reservation to succeed in life.
My name is Albert Haskey, and I live in Lokajigai, Arizona. When my mom told me about the math camp at Dene College, at first my expectation was just sit around a campfire and talk about math problems. Between my 7th and 8th grade year, I went to math camp again, and that's where I learned to solve a Rubik's Cube. A lot of people hate math. I don't know why, but I do feel different from the other kids. It's really fun to do math sometimes here and there. That's what I do to get rid of my stress.
I live in Window Rock, a small little trailer. We try to incorporate our Navajo culture with our lifestyle, and we try to do our best, try to get into education as much as we can.
Well, with math, I could take things like step by step. I could do this, and then finally get something out of it, like a solution.
Right now, as a senior, I'm taking my pre-calculus classes. Now I know that I have that potential to problem solve without having a strict rule on how to do it.
We have open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are totally new to most of the kids. Usually you have to have an answer within 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That's what math is. Math circuits are the opposite. We start with some simple questions, and we ask more questions and more questions, and we get some answers along the way. The answers actually don't matter. The more and more questions, we're opening whole research programs, and that is something totally new to the kids. And once they like it, it's just amazing. It's transformative.
And as you're gonna grow and gain your knowledge and skills, the Navajo Nation, we need you. We need you guys to come back here and you become a mathematician here.
Without our project, would not have known that they are talented, that they are geniuses, that they can change the world because of their remarkable abilities. And we want to find these kids and help these kids.
Galileo, I believe it was him who said, mathematics is the pen with which God created the universe. I always liked that quote. Math is just, it's there, and it's what, it makes sense.
How does math help people create patterns and designs? Want to learn more about this topic? Click the link in the description to experience our iNative activity sheet.